Have you ever looked in the mirror and not quite recognized the woman staring back at you? It's not that you've changed too much, it's that her eyes seem a little different now. Maybe a little less sure, a little less sparkly than they once were. I see that moment often when women in their 50s or 60s walk into my design studio. They move gently, smile politely, and almost always say the same thing. At my age, I'm not sure what really suits me anymore, and every time I smile because I know the truth. They haven't lost their beauty, they've just forgotten how to see it. Real beauty has never lived in a number. It lives in how we choose to see ourselves. 50 or 60 isn't the end of youth, it's the beginning of a deeper kind of elegance, one shaped by experience, confidence, and grace. I've seen silver hair cut so beautifully it looked more sophisticated than any glossy black. I've seen eyes lined with stories and laughter shine with a kind of confidence no 20-year-old could ever fake. And I've realized something. Women only lose their beauty when they stop believing they deserve to feel beautiful. Today, I want to help you see that woman in the mirror again, not with judgment, but with love. I'm going to share with you 5 haircuts, and more importantly, 5 ways of expressing yourself that can help you rediscover the confidence, grace, and radiance that have always been yours, because style doesn't have an age. Confidence never expires. The freedom of short hair, confidence that needs no explanation. There's one moment I'll never forget. A woman in her early 60s walked into my studio, long silver hair, dry and tired from years of coloring and straightening. She looked at me and said quietly, "Cut it, all of it. I just want to feel light again." When the last strand fell to the floor, she looked in the mirror and laughed. It was a laugh she hadn't heard from herself in years. In that moment, I didn't just see a new haircut. I saw a woman freeing herself from expectations, from fear, from the version of beauty she thought she had to maintain. Short hair isn't just a style, it's a statement. At 50 or 60, many women keep their hair long not because they want to, but because they are afraid. Afraid of being told they look too masculine, or that short hair isn't feminine enough. But the truth is, short hair is the ultimate expression of elegance and modern confidence. It doesn't hide you, it reveals you. It brings attention to your face, your eyes, your expression. And that's what makes it so powerful. When you stop hiding behind your hair, you're saying to the world, "This is me, a woman who's lived, learned, and no longer needs anyone's permission to feel beautiful." A well-cut short hairstyle can lift your face, brighten your eyes, and highlight your natural smile. I often tell my clients, short hair is like jewelry you never take off. It frames your beauty every single day. The beauty of feeling light. A soft, well-shaped short cut isn't just flattering, it feels liberating. You can walk out the door without spending hours blow-drying or styling. You can travel, work, or take a morning walk and still look polished. People often think cutting your hair short means giving up femininity, but I see it as the opposite. It's the moment you take your confidence back. Because after 50, your hair isn't just part of your appearance, it's a reflection of your spirit. When done right, short hair brightens your whole face. It makes your neck appear longer, your features softer, and your presence lighter, not younger, but freer. It's like shedding the weight of comparison and judgment. Short hair styles that shine after 50. Here are 3 styles I always recommend, depending on your personality and face shape. 1. The soft pixie calm, confident, effortless. Unlike the sharp, edgy pixie of youth, a mature pixie should be layered and softly textured, with gentle volume at the crown. It naturally lifts the face, disguises sagging around the jawline, and brings light to your eyes. And if your hair is silver, don't hide it. Embrace it. Salt and pepper tones on a pixie sparkle beautifully in natural light. The pixie belongs to women who no longer need to prove anything, they already know who they are. 2. The classic short bob, timeless elegance. If you're not ready to go too short, a chin-length bob is perfect. It keeps the softness of longer hair but feels fresh and modern. Curved ends gently frame the face and refine the jawline. Add a side part or middle part for a sophisticated finish. And the best part, it suits almost every face shape. When cut with precision, it's effortlessly elegant. 3. The layered short cut movement and freedom. If you love a more natural, carefree vibe, try a short layered style. Layers add volume to fine hair and lightness to thick hair. It's a style that says, I'm comfortable, confident, and free. When the wind moves through it, it dances just like your spirit should at any age. Choosing your cut is about how you want to feel. When I meet a new client, I don't ask, what style do you want? I ask, how do you want to feel when you look in the mirror? Because every hairstyle carries a different energy. The pixie says you're bold, modern, and ready to reinvent yourself. The bob says you're elegant, classic, and refined. The layered short cut says you're natural, easygoing, and full of life. Choosing your hairstyle isn't just about looking beautiful, it's about choosing the energy you want to carry every day. Color and texture, don't fear the silver. I always tell my clients, gray hair isn't a sign of aging, it's a sign of a life well lived. Healthy gray hair can shine like pearl. If you enjoy color, go for soft tones, ash beige, warm chestnut, or silver brown. They complement the skin and feel refined, not forced. And never underestimate texture. A bit of wave, a gentle lift at the crown, those small details can completely change your look. A little movement brings a lot of vitality. Caring for short hair after 50. Short hair is easy to manage, but to keep it soft and vibrant, remember, moisturize with light oils or keratin serums. Blow dry on low heat and lift gently at the roots. Use a wide tooth comb to avoid breakage. Skip heavy mousse or hairspray, they make hair stiff and dull over time. As I tell my clients, let your hair look alive, not pressed into place. Short hair and the energy of freedom. When you go short, some people might say, oh no, why'd you cut it? You looked better before. But a few weeks later, those same people will ask, you look amazing, what's your secret? It's not a secret. It's the power of choosing change. When you let go of what no longer fits you, you create space for something new. Short hair doesn't just transform how you look, it reawakens your confidence, your curiosity, your spirit. It's the first brave step toward becoming your truest self. And that's where we'll go next, to medium-length hair. Because if short hair is the language of freedom, medium hair is the art of balance, soft, elegant, and full of movement. Let's explore how to find that perfect harmony, where style and confidence meet. Shoulder-length hair, the balance between grace and movement. There are some women who can walk into a room and suddenly everything feels calmer. They don't need to speak loudly or demand attention. Their quiet confidence makes you turn and look twice. That's what I call the beauty of balance. And shoulder-length hair is the perfect expression of that kind of beauty. When elegance meets motion. If short hair is a statement of freedom, then shoulder-length hair is the harmony between femininity and strength. It's long enough to feel soft, yet short enough to stay fresh, modern, and light. People often tell me, shoulder-length hair is the safe choice. I don't think so. For women over 50, this length isn't about playing it safe, it's about knowing yourself. When hair is too long, it can drag the face down and make the neck look shorter. When it's too short, it can sometimes feel harsh or expose what you'd rather soften. Somewhere in between lies the golden balance, where elegance meets effortless movement. The beauty of natural flow. A perfectly cut shoulder-length style can completely transform your face. When I design a cut, I study the cheekbones, the curve of the neck, and even the rhythm in a woman's eyes, because every face has its own movement, and the hair should flow with it. A good mid-length cut should never look stiff. It should fall naturally around the shoulders, gently framing the face, like time itself embracing beauty, not hiding it. A slight inward curve or soft wave at the ends gives the illusion of lift and brightness. No tricks, just harmony. And what I love most is how the hair moves when the wind catches it, like a quiet smile that still holds power. 3 shoulder-length styles that shine after 50. 1. The classic lob, modern, polished, timeless. The lob, short for long bob, falls right at or just below the shoulders. It's ideal for women in their 50s and 60s because it frames the face softly and elongates the neck. I often cut the back slightly shorter than the front. It subtly lifts the face. For a softer feel, add gentle waves or curl the ends inward. It's elegant, Parisian, and completely effortless. On silver or salt and pepper hair, the lob is perfection. It catches the light beautifully with just a touch of shine serum. 2. The layered shoulder cut, gentle but strong. Light layers around the shoulders add fullness, especially for fine or thinning hair. Layers that frame the face can minimize sagging around the jawline and create a natural lift. I love pairing this look with a side-swept bang. It softens the forehead and adds subtle sophistication. This style is for women who move through life with calm confidence. They don't need to prove anything. Their presence speaks for them. 3. The soft wave medium cut, artistic and free. Some women avoid curls because they fear it looks too old. But the truth is, loose waves and big curls bring life, youth, and personality. Soft curls create movement and fullness, hiding thinning areas on the crown, a common concern after 55. If you have a creative soul, this is your signature. When you walk, your hair dances with you, light, free, and full of spirit. Color and light, the soul of mid-length hair. Medium hair is like a blank canvas for light and color. For mature skin, warm tones like caramel, mocha, or light chestnut can soften redness and brighten your complexion. If you prefer a European, refined look, try silver beige or smoky ash, sophisticated and timeless. And never underestimate sunlight. When you step outside, shoulder-length hair catches the light like silk, every strand reflecting a quiet radiance. You don't need to look younger. You just need to glow in your own tone of beauty. The spirit of a mature woman. At this stage of life, women no longer chase trends, they choose what gives them peace. That's why I adore shoulder-length hair. It doesn't shout for attention, yet people can't help but notice. It's the beauty of a woman who's lived, learned, and now moves with grace. A shoulder-length cut swaying in the breeze says, I don't need to be anyone else. I am enough, elegant, confident, and living my best chapter. Designer's notes, keeping your hair alive. Avoid cuts that are too heavy or flat. A few soft layers keep it breathing. Don't fear bangs. A long or side part brings warmth and movement to your face. Change your part every few weeks. It makes your hair instantly fuller. Use a round brush and low heat when blow drying. Roll the ends lightly to keep a natural curve. Finish with a bit of shine serum. Under the right light, your hair will glow like satin. Shoulder-length hair is the quiet strength between the freedom of short hair and the romance of long hair. It says you don't have to choose between being youthful or mature. You can be both, beautifully, at the same time. And in the next part, we'll explore that romantic side, long, flowing hair, where gentleness becomes power. Because true beauty isn't about how long your hair is, it's about the light in your eyes and the way you choose to walk through the world. Soft, long hair, when gentleness becomes power. People often say, long hair makes older women look older. I say, no, it only looks that way when it's misunderstood. When long hair stops being a symbol of youth and becomes a declaration of self. I remember one of my clients, a 58-year-old woman, who sat in my chair and said softly, I'm thinking about cutting it short. Everyone says long hair isn't for my age. I looked at her. Her hair was a little dry, a little uneven, but it carried this quiet beauty, gentle, calm, and full of grace. So I asked, "But do you like your long hair?" She smiled. "Of course I do. I just don't want people to think I'm trying too hard." That's when it hit me. Many women don't cut their hair because they want change. They cut it because they think they should. But the truth is, when it's healthy and styled right, long hair isn't a leftover from the past. It's a testament to strength, patience, and the kind of soft confidence that only time can teach. It's beauty that doesn't ask for permission to exist. The quiet power of long hair in your 50s and beyond. At this stage in life, long hair isn't about being girlish, it's about owning your story. Every strand that falls over your shoulder carries a piece of your history, your laughter, your heartbreaks, your courage. Time may take the smoothness from our skin, but it gives back something far more radiant, softness of spirit. And that softness is what makes long hair so magnetic. It's the beauty of a woman who has lived deeply and learned to love herself through it all. The most flattering long hairstyles for women over 50. Long hair doesn't have to mean heavy or lifeless. It just needs movement and shape. One soft, layered waves effortless and elegant, a timeless favorite among women across Europe, refined, yet incredibly easy to care for. Light layers fall gently around the shoulders, giving your hair natural bounce and framing the face beautifully. With every step, the waves seem to move with you, a dance of maturity and grace. If your hair is salt-tanned pepper or silver, this style catches the light like silk. Add a touch of shine serum, or simply let it air dry. It's understated, but impossible to ignore. Too straight and sleek minimalist, yet powerful. Straight hair isn't boring, not when it's worn with intention. On women in their 50s or 60s, sleek, clean lines speak of self-possession and clarity. It draws attention to your neck, your posture, and your eyes, the real markers of elegance. I usually recommend a soft inward curve at the ends to keep it polished but gentle. For silver or gray hair, try tones of pearl, icy beige, or soft smoke. It's chic, timeless, and utterly modern. 3-low bun or half-up style, simple sophistication. You don't need a dozen accessories to look elegant. Sometimes, all it takes is a low bun at the nape of your neck, or a half-up twist with a few loose strands around your face. These are the kinds of hairstyles that whisper confidence, not shout it. I call them the hair of women who know exactly where they're going. Color and light, the difference between aging and radiating. Long hair thrives on light. When it's too dark, it can make your features look heavy. I always suggest warm shades, honey brown, chestnut, amber, to bring glow back to the skin. And if your gray has started to show, don't hide it. Nurture it. Add a silvery or smoky tint and let it shine like Helen Mirren or Meryl Streep, women who turned truth into beauty. Because there's nothing more captivating than authenticity. Long hair as a mirror of serenity. Women in their 50s or 60s don't keep long hair to hold on to youth. They keep it because it connects them to themselves. Every time they brush it, they touch memories, laughter, love, resilience. But now, it's no longer a symbol of who they were, it's a quiet reflection of who they are. Long hair at this stage is like a soft river flowing through time. It says, I'm not in a race. I just want to live fully, gently, beautifully in my own way. When a woman chooses to wear her hair long at this age, it's not a fashion choice anymore. It's an act of self-truth. A way of saying, I don't need to cut off my softness to prove I'm strong, because sometimes gentleness is strength, and long hair is its perfect expression. Designers' tips for timeless long hair. Keep your ends trimmed every 6-8 weeks to avoid dryness. Avoid brushing when wet. Use a wide tooth comb instead. Use nourishing oils like argan, macadamia, or grapeseed to add shine. Sleep with your hair loosely tied with a silk ribbon to prevent breakage. And most importantly, smile. No hairstyle glows brighter than a joyful face. Long hair teaches us something simple yet profound. To be beautiful, slow down. Take time to care for yourself. Listen to your hair, to your spirit, and let them tell your story. Because true beauty isn't in the mirror. It's in how you live every single day. In calm, in confidence, and in the soft light of your hair falling gently on your shoulders. Next, we'll explore another powerful chapter, silver hair, the beauty of truth and courage. Because some women don't hide time, they let it shine, like a jewel no one else can wear. Silver hair, the beauty of truth and courage. Some women hide their gray hair, afraid it might reveal their age. But then there are others, the ones who let their silver shine in the sunlight, and somehow they look more radiant than ever. They're not fighting time. They're dancing with it, when silver becomes the crown of experience. I still remember the first woman who walked into my studio with a full head of silver hair. She was around 62, small frame, gentle wrinkles, but her eyes were sharp, bright, and full of life. She looked at me and said, "Don't dye it, I just want it to look proud." That sentence stopped me for a moment, because what I heard in her voice wasn't vanity, it was peace, a quiet truce between her and time. Gray hair isn't a sign of fading beauty. It's a mark of everything that's been lived, the love, the loss, the lessons, the laughter. It's an invisible crown worn by women who have earned every bit of their grace. Why silver hair is so captivating? Because it's honest. And in a world obsessed with looking forever young, honesty is magnetic. Silver hair softens a woman's face while giving her presence real strength. The way it reflects light can make skin look clearer, smoother, almost luminous. Paired with simple clothing or warm tones, it creates that effortless elegance, the kind that feels European, timeless, and quietly confident. Gray hair doesn't age you, only the fear of it does. Stunning silver styles that radiate confidence. One, the silver pixie, bold and liberating. Short, clean, and full of personality. The pixie cut frames your face, adds natural volume, and makes every feature shine. On silver hair, it's striking, modern, strong, completely unapologetic. Add a touch of mousse for texture, slip on a crisp white shirt and bold sunglasses, and you'll look like a woman who knows exactly who she is. 2, the silver bob, quiet elegance that never fades. A chin-length or shoulder-length bob with a gentle inward curve at the ends. It's the definition of timeless sophistication. There's power in its simplicity. When light slides across strands of soft silver, it glows like silk, a beauty no hair dye could ever recreate. 3, long silver hair, a statement of freedom. This is for the woman who's not afraid of being seen. Long silver hair, whether worn straight, softly waved, or loosely braided, feels poetic and wild, like something out of a classic painting. Keep it healthy and luminous with deep hydration. Argan, coconut, or collagen oils work wonders. When you walk with your silver hair flowing over your shoulders, you don't just look beautiful, you tell a story of self-love and liberation. The color of wisdom and freedom. Silver sits perfectly between light and shadow. It's neither white nor black, it's balance. Just like life after 50, when a woman chooses to keep her silver hair, she's saying, "I don't need to prove I'm young. I just need to prove I'm alive and living beautifully." That honesty makes her irresistible. Silver hair carries an air of intelligence, depth, and a rare kind of beauty that doesn't fade, it evolves. How to keep silver hair luminous. Use a purple or silver shampoo once a week to neutralize yellow tones. Limit heat styling. Silver strands are delicate and dry easily. Deep condition weekly to restore softness. Add omega-3, vitamin E, zinc, and biotin to your diet for stronger hair. Always protect your hair from the sun. UV rays can dull the shine. A well-cared-for silver mane glows softly, catching light like moonlight on water. The awakening of mature beauty. Women who embrace their silver hair aren't giving up, they've already won. They no longer hide the marks of time, because every gray strand tells a story of a life fully lived. When I see silver hair shimmering under sunlight, I see something sacred, the beauty of truth itself. It's not perfection that makes a woman captivating. It's the courage to be real. And often, that quiet courage makes her even more powerful, more magnetic than ever before. Because confidence doesn't have an age. It only grows deeper with time. Silver hair isn't the end of your beauty story. It's the beginning of freedom. The moment you accept it, you stop chasing youth and start glowing in your own light. And in our next chapter, we'll talk about something even more important. The complete look, when your hair is just the beginning of a radiant life. Because in the end, what truly makes a woman unforgettable isn't her hairstyle, it's her energy, her light, her truth. Your signature style, when hair is just the beginning of a beautiful life. When you walk out of the salon with fresh hair, the biggest change isn't in your hairstyle, it's in the way you see yourself in the mirror. That look of recognition, of pride, that's where real style begins. Hair is just the opening chapter of your beauty story. I used to say, your hair frames the picture, your face is the art. But now I believe your heart is the light that brings that art to life. You can have the best haircut, the most expensive clothes, but if your eyes don't shine with confidence, none of it truly matters. Style doesn't live in your closet or your makeup bag. It begins the moment you tell yourself, I deserve to look beautiful at 50, 60, or 70. That's when everything changes. Your walk feels steadier. Your smile glows brighter, and every gesture carries a quiet kind of grace. Women over 50 don't need to race against time, we learn to dance with it. Time isn't the enemy. It's the jeweler shaping the rough edges of our youth into something deep and luminous. When you find the right haircut, the right outfit, and move with ease, you're not trying to look younger. You're simply returning to your truest, most radiant self. A soft silk blouse, a pair of simple earrings, your silver hair catching the sunlight. No noise, no show, just pure, effortless elegance. True beauty doesn't come from perfection. It comes from the energy that radiates when a woman accepts herself, fully, lovingly. People notice not because you look perfect, but because you feel real. You smile without pretending, speak without needing to prove anything, and walk without fear of comparison. That's what inner style looks like, and you can start nurturing that style right now with small daily rituals. In the morning, brush your hair and say something kind to yourself. It could be as simple as, I love how my silver strands catch the light. Wear clothes that make you feel comfortable, not to please others, but to honor yourself. Stand tall as if you're wearing a crown. And once a week, do something that makes you feel alive. Get a haircut, have coffee with a friend, or take a slow walk in the sun. I created Bold After 50 not just as a channel about hair or fashion, but as a community, a place where women in their 50s and 60s can see themselves, share their stories, and inspire one another. You're not alone. Every wrinkle, every silver strand you carry is a chapter in a book that millions of women are also writing. And I want you to know you don't have to go back to 30. You just have to dare to shine at 60. At Bold After 50, we don't talk about anti-aging, we talk about elevating age. We don't hide it, we live beautifully with it. Because beauty doesn't fade with time. It transforms from skin to gaze, from hair to presence. So if something in this message speaks to your heart, consider it an invitation. An invitation to begin your next chapter, one filled with confidence, joy, and peace with who you are. Subscribe to Bold After 50. Not just for more videos about hair and style, but for those few minutes each week to remind yourself, you are still beautiful, still worthy, and still very much seen. Every episode isn't just about what to wear or how to style. It's about how to live boldly and beautifully in your own way. When you've lived half a lifetime, you don't need anyone else to define what beauty means. because you are the definition. Your silver hair, your curves, your fine lines, they tell the story of a woman who has loved deeply, endured fully, and dared to begin again. And that's what makes you truly captivating. You don't need to look young again. You just need to live bold, beautiful, unapologetically you. Thank you for being here with me on this journey. I'm your name, a designer for women who have grown wiser, stronger, and more radiant with time. And this is Bold After 50, where we celebrate one truth above all others. Beauty has no age, but style is forever.